So my main goal as a lactation consultant is to support new moms and families with their feeding goal. It's important that they all receive the same education, that they're making an informed decision on feeding, and then supporting them on whatever decision they do make. Whether it's breastfeeding or formula feeding, every family has a different goal, so we really want to support each family so that they're comfortable in how they're feeding their baby.
The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends breastfeeding exclusively for the first 6 months and then continuing to breastfeed until 12 months with adding other foods. And so I think it's important for moms to know what the recommendations are, but then also they have to think about their own goals. Some moms are going back to work or have other barriers to continue breastfeeding, and it makes it a little bit more difficult for them.
When working with a mother with a low milk supply, the solutions would depend on the time frame. So if it's right after delivery, usually we're working with the family and really being encouraging and trying to encourage them to keep trying. Breastfeeding being a learned skill, it usually gets easier with practice and more confidence, so that's part of our job. Other issues could be mom's going back to work. She doesn't have enough time to pump, she's having issues getting to pump effectively, baby's not latching well. There's a variety of issues that can cause supply issues, so our goal is really to help them through and kind of navigate what solutions might work best for their family.
Sometimes ahead of time, moms think that breastfeeding isn't going to go well for them or they're not going to like it. And I do encourage those moms to at least give it a try based on the fact that it's healthier for moms and babies. Now, some of those moms go on and do well with breastfeeding and realize that, that it was something that they wanted to do. Sometimes moms still are not comfortable with it. In those cases, those moms have other options.
So by no means is breastfeeding the only way to feed babies. Sometimes moms will start with breastfeeding and end up formula feeding. So we like to educate on bottle feeding techniques that are safe for babies, safe formula preparation, and then appropriate feeding volumes, and how that increases over the first few weeks to few months of life. My favorite part about being a lactation consultant is just being there for new families. They're so excited when things are going well, and when they're not going well, we work with them to help them feel encouraged and supportive, and like they have a manageable plan for feeding their baby. So we are really there to educate, support, and provide assistance when needed.
My favorite part is when they come back a week later, or I see them in the clinic with their baby, and the baby's latching on well for them, and the baby's gaining weight, and they're just so happy because things are actually working and they're actually succeeding at breastfeeding. So that's really one of my favorite parts of the job.